I have a dream.
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 When I think of Martin Luther King Jr., I think of him as powerful.
Dr. King was a civil rights leader.
Martin Luther King was a bold man who fought for everyone's equality and freedom.
Martin Luther King is a leader, activist, and an inspiration.
So the speech that Martin Luther King had was he wanted all the white people and the black people to combine together and go to the same school and have equal rules.
Martin Luther King protected people.
Martin Luther King Jr. was an activist and a priest. He led marches and had a speech called I Have a Dream. In that speech, he talked about how he wanted people to be one accord and be together and united.
He is an activist for black rights, and he spoke out in speeches. He gave speeches. He taught people about love, hope, and equality, and he fought for what was right.
I think Martin Luther King Jr. is a really important person that shaped how today is. We wouldn't be all here today. Like I wouldn't have all my friends. It would be the same. And that's why I think he plays a big role in history and just in general.
Martin Luther King is a person who stood up for freedom, and we celebrate him every year because we want to treat people the way we want to be treated.
We celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day because he wanted us to be united and free.
It's important that we celebrate Martin Luther King every year because he changed the world in such an amazing way, and he made our world feel more equal.
So we celebrate Martin Luther King because he wants us to be caring, thoughtful, and more being kind, but people didn't want, back then people didn't want to listen to that, so they didn't listen.
We celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King Day because he stood by every African American side, and we should do that today too.
It's important to celebrate Martin Luther King Day because he risked his life for us and changed the world.
Here are a few famous quotes by Martin Luther King Jr.
Forgiveness is not an occasional act, it's a constant attitude.
The time is always right to do what is right.
Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that.
Faith is taking the first step, even when you can't see the whole staircase.
True peace is not merely the absence of tension, it is the presence of justice.
Our lives begin to end the day that we become silent about things that matter. Life's most persistent and urgent question is,
what are you doing for others?
We must accept finite disappointment but never lose infinite hope.
Let freedom reign!
This will be the day when all of God's children will be able to sing with new meaning, my country, tears of thee. Sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. And so let freedom ring. From the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire, let freedom ring. From the mighty mountains of New York, let freedom ring. From the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania, let freedom ring. From the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado, let freedom ring. From the curvaceous slopes of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside. Let freedom ring, and when this happens, and when we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.